State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
They go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Right on the money. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the end route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So Florida State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Seminoles! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. They get to the line quickly.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he take...
Turning it over! They've got it inside the 30. They'll run. The 28, it's 1st down. The Noles is injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end of the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
And into the end zone. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 14 to Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or...
That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got a man, it's Davis. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to... He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They think there's room to run to the right here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. They're setting up the screen. He's in open space downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Might be calling a hot route. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense will quickly use a timeout. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Noles headed quickly to the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Going for 6. Touchdown Seminoles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Ready? 2nd down coming up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Black. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch, it's Smith. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
But when you get in man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Dead center perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Finds his target down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line. After gaining 10 on that one.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're...
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. Running free. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got it.
Touchdown, Knowles! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Connection to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Black. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the option. Now the toss. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's McLaughlin. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here we go. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They'll operate out of split backs. 42 Spider. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep.
Touchdown, Florida State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. Still on his feet at the 40. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Final play of the quarter coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. After the run, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Thomas back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. This Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way back to the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the 1st.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. The short hands. It's Agbana. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Noles are threatening in the red zone. Second down, he'll throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are... going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get...
There he goes! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Forced out of the pocket. Keeps it and gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.